Good morning again, everybody. It's December 6th. It's time for another whiskey, and I don't think this one's going to make me want to wash my mouth out with soap. So, what have we got? We have Tamdhu 15, which I've never had anything from this distillery, so I'm really excited. Lay that down there for you. Really excited about this one. Yeah, it's a completely new thing. I've seen it before. Never really looked at it, picked it up, thought really anything of it. So that means I don't have anything to compare it to. That makes this a shorter video. Go ahead and get this in here and breathing. Do about half, like usual. Okay. All right. So Tamdhu. This is a photo of their distillery. And here we go. They are a Speyside Scotch. That's going to be same as the more common brands of Speyside you may have heard are like Glenfiddich and Glenlivet. Those are the two big ones that just really pop into my mind when I hear Speyside. So this is another one, perhaps lesser known by the average person, probably very well known by people who are Speyside aficionados. So with that, I thought I had all the things turned off. I even turned off the ringer on my phone so that it wouldn't ring if somebody texted me. But no, of course the alarm goes off. So we have Tamdhu. And let's learn a little bit about the distillery. So let's see, turn this on. Haha. So from Spain to Speyside. Their big thing that they mention on their homepage is how they went to Spain to pick out Oloroso sherry casks that would be perfect for aging and finishing their whiskey in. So this is like a big thing for them is that they've always been able to use casks from the same sherry producers so that they've maintained the consistency of the product over the years. And I think that is really freaking cool. So when did it all start? 1897. A group of like-minded entrepreneurs got together and decided they wanted to start a distillery. So they took some time to raise money, the equivalent of 20 million pounds today, which in dollars is going to be something akin to like maybe it was 1.3 exchange rate last time I checked. So 27 million American dollars ish. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And so this was 1897. In 1898, they actually opened the distillery on the Spey River, or the River Spey. And they paid this distillery architect and engineer named Charles C. I'm going to go Doig, D-O-I-G, Doig, to make this for them. He was a renowned distillery architect and engineer, so only the best is kind of like their motto. So they used some pretty advanced techniques for that day and time. They don't talk about what they were. They just claim they were advanced. And of course, they say the best sherry casks from Spain were selected. So then moving forward, what I did find on Wikipedia was that the distillery did close in the 1920s, just like almost all of them, and then reopened in the 1940s. So in 1949 here, they are reopening. They're modernizing a lot of their equipment. They're modernizing a lot of their techniques. They use this innovative new design from France to actually make the barley turning process a mechanical process instead of having like humans do all of the hard work. There's a thing called monkey shoulder. It's a type of injury that the barley turners would get way back in the day when they were doing all of this process just by human power. So no more of that for their workers, much healthier workers. Everybody's happy. Production is increasing steadily because you've got better tools and modern techniques. And so over the next 15 years, they say production just continued to increase. the whiskey boom in the 70s, we already mentioned the 70s yesterday in our discussion, but in the 70s, this particular distillery added 4 more stills to the production over a few years in the 70s, and just really increased production considerably, they claim, without having to compromise the quality of their spirit. Then in 2010, the distillery closed its doors. Never fear, the story ends happy. A year later, it was acquired by a new owner who opened it again in 2012, bringing the Tamdhu name back to the forefront of whiskey. And this Ian MacLeod guy has gone out of his way to try to find the most advanced whiskey distilling techniques of the day, and to continue to keep sourcing sherry casks from the same location in Spain, and really just to try to make sure that this modern whiskey being produced lives up to the legacy of the old traditional Tamdhu single malts. So that brings us to today. They still use the same cask from the same location, like I said, and the same methods, even though those methods may have a more modern improvement to them. So they are very proud of their scotch, and I think it's time that we should give their scotch a taste. What do y'all think? I think so. All right, so we'll start with the nose. Get my tasting notes popped up over here. All right. So I can write it down for y'all. Let's go. Okay. It's so light. It's very light. Fruity. I'm trying to pinpoint the fruit. Can't. There's some citrus in there. That's nice. Something like a almost a toasted sweetness. It's not marshmallow, but I'm getting almost like a sweet sweet but toasted. It's very sweet, very light. So what did we say? Sweet. Fruit. Toasted question mark. It's not like, and it's sometimes like toffee. This is not toffee. There's some citrus in there. Take a couple of breaths without it. Yeah, citrus. Maybe that's the fruit that I'm getting. We'll leave it there. All right, let's have a little snort, shall we? Oh, and this is 46%. I didn't say that. 46%, which is where they bottle the Bunnahabhain, which is my favorite. Oh, that is a beautiful Speyside. Oh yeah, it's a little earthy. That's good. The fruit's coming through. I'm not sold on the citrus anymore. Earthy, woody, sweet. That's good. There's something else there. That is real nice scotch. What is that? I can't figure out the fruit. It's fruity. It's fruity. It's like I don't know, or maybe the sweetness is just kind of implying the fruitiness to me, but this is really getting something spicy on the finish. Spicy. A little chicory spicy. I don't think it's pepper. No, it's not pepper. Let's nose it again. Ooh, I get barley the second time around. That's cool. I have a hard time finding that sometimes. That's good. Let's put a little water in it. Maybe I can figure out what that spice that I can't figure out is. Oh, this is a pretty oily scotch, because when I put that in there, I could really see the oils just kind of rise up. I don't think y'all could probably see that on the webcam, but that's neat. That's neat. The finish is very long, which makes sense. If it's oily, it would have a long finish. What's on this? Chocolate. Cool. Chocolate on the finish. That spice, there's still something kind of like chicory spicy. It's not, it's like a baking spice. Maybe clove? Okay, we're gonna go with clove. Oh, y'all can't see that anymore. I can't move those tasting notes around. It doesn't look like. There we go. Now I can. Oops, let's get that out of the way, huh? Boy, OBS really likes to... Okay, close enough. That works. Alright, so, okay. I've kind of let that mellowed. I've let this sit for a second with the water in it. We're gonna go back at this. Oh, really sweet on the nose now. It's like a barley sweetness. The toasted sweetness is still there. No, still pretty much the same. It's less sweet. Still very earthy and woody. I'm good with clove. Yeah, let's go with clove. It loses the fruitiness when you add the water. The fruit actually disappears, but the earthy and woody really comes to the forefront. So I think I like it better without the added water. But yeah, that's that's what I'm going with. And that chocolate finish, that is so much fun. That is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. So the distillery did not actually have any sort of tasting notes for their whiskeys. It's just the shop where you can go buy them, and they've got a very vague description that doesn't really give away any flavors. So I opened up Master of Malt because I know they'll have something in here that someone who is a real whiskey aficionado will have gone through. So let's find out what the master of malt aficionados say about this. So they do say this last line has spent its maturation in Oloroso sherry casks. We know that much, resulting in generous helpings of dark fruit and Christmas spice. Oh, clove is a Christmas spice, so maybe. All right, so palate, still packing. Oh, no, nose. Charred pineapple. Oh, is that where I'm getting the toasted? I'm not getting pineapple. It's citrus, but it doesn't invoke pineapple in my brain. It is a sweet citrus, though. Like, now I'm almost getting toasted marshmallow, so I think I've just sat with it for too long at this point. But okay, they say charred pineapple, earthy barley, and a hearty slice of dense fruitcake. That's pretty close. Then some toasty oak warmth. That's more toasty. Or toasted. Orange zest and fennel. Not getting fennel, but the orange zest might be what I'm picking up on. Orange zest is not sweet, though. Alright, so palate. Still packing heavy dried fruit notes. Yeah, I was getting fruity on the palate for sure. I just can't discern what kind of fruit it is. A hint of orange oil and dried apricots. Is it apricot? After I watered it down, I lost the fruit, so I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. If you say apricot, now I taste apricot, yeah. Earthy vanilla appears later on with touches of cedar, leather, and cinnamon. Oh, they're saying it's cinnamon. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I still think it's clove. Cedar, that would explain the woodiness that I'm getting. Okay. Leather. I can see that. I wouldn't have found it on my own, but I can see where they're coming from. Finish warm and sweet with waxy peels, clove, yes, chocolate ice cream, and oily walnut. Walnut? Nah, there's no walnut on this finish for me. The chocolate is chocolate ice cream specifically. I don't know about that. It's more like a faint, lingering dark chocolate. Clove, yeah. That's what I was saying. It was a spicy, clovey thing. They said cinnamon on the palate and clove on the finish. Finding the difference between the two, for me, I'm not there yet in my whiskey journey, but cool. Very cool. Not bad. I am proud of how well I did picking out some of these flavors, or at least getting adjacent to it and being able to compare what I tasted and smelled to this and saying, oh, okay, I was on the right track with what they expect me to find in it. So that's great. I feel really, really good about this. This was a very good one. I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest and finish this off today. This one is very good. It's like I saved half the tealing, not going to lie. I'm going to drink that one later because I want to have it twice. But this one is really good, but I'm not going to save it for a second go with it later. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it. So anyway, yes. Cheers. Thank you all for stopping by and watching the video again. This is day 6. We'll do day 7 tomorrow because yay, chronological. And yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I look forward to filming more videos for you. Bye, everybody.